todos y bienvenidos a Lucinet Alvarado Designs Vlogs con V. Hello everybody and welcome to Lucinet Alvarado Designs Vlogs. So este episodio va a ser completamente en inglés. So this episode will be completely in English. And you know what? This is the part 2 of the controversial Barbies. Yes! I hope you have seen the first part. If not, I'm gonna put some links there for so you can access it quickly. The first part of these series was about controversial Barbies from a technological standpoint. Those Barbies that has some type of technology integrated, that because of that integration, it caused an issue that Mattel has to pull them out from the market. So as I said, these episodes here is just for entertainment purposes. I am a Barbie girl, but I don't live in the Barbie world, and being plastic is not fantastic. But I'm a Barbie collector, not for every single Barbie, just for specific collections, especially the Day of the Dead ones, and also I'm trying to collect those that nostalgia, that I had when I was a little girl. So yes, there are videos that I have on this channel that I show the Day of the Dead Barbies and also other Barbies. Yes, I have two more videos that I recorded some time ago that you guys check it out. I'm gonna put the links over there as well. Anywho's, so this part here is for controversial Barbies from a social concern standpoint. And what I'm going to show you here are pretty serious type concerns regarding these Barbies. So I'm going to try to be as diplomatic as possible, very respectful on the description of these Barbies. I identified them based on my research in social media, the information that I found on those websites. So what I'm going to present here is the type of Barbie, the release date, the characteristics, what was the issue, and when was out of the market. Yes, there was some that are gonna be very uncomfortable to talk about, but it happened, right? And as I said, it's just nothing, no opinions from Mattel, no opinions from the Barbie Signature series. This is just facts that I found online, and also my opinion on what happened at the time. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Again, if you haven't seen part 1, go check it out and then come back here and just watch this part 2. This will be a little bit longer than the first one, and it's because the Barbies with social concerns, there were more Barbies like that than the technology based, and you will see why. And you also notice that it's not within one time range. It's just, it broadens. Like you will see, I have a vintage Barbie that I'm gonna, actually 2 vintages Barbies that I'm gonna show you that has social concerns issues. So yes, so as I mentioned in part 1, this was a work in progress. It's been like a year that I've been trying to get this video ready and recorded and out. It took me a long time to find these Barbies. I bought them, all of them, through auction websites and other sources. And yes, this was the very desirable. Like I wanted to do this for you guys since a long time, and I've been saying that in previous videos. So I'm happy that I was able to get these for you guys. So let's get started. All right, the first one that I have, it's not Barbie, it's Ken. Okay, Ken was a controversy back in 1993, and I don't know if you can guess which one I am talking about, but it's earring magic Ken. Earring magic Ken. To me, like, I don't know. It was all right. I didn't have him back in the day, but it has an earring and on the left ear. And some and this at this time, and this is my cheat sheet here, Mattel tried to keep Ken as cool as possible, right? Because I don't know if you saw the Barbie movie, which is a very cute movie, and probably not everybody will like it, but I like it because it was more of the deep insights psychologically of like what Barbie and Ken is. So I don't want to spoil it, but Ken has some issues. Barbie has some issues, identity issues. So similar to this one, like they were trying to have Ken super cool, and then Mattel at the time in 1993 when it was released was attempting to like gender bend Ken by making him appeal to both boys and girls. You know, like at that time, like having an earring was, oh, I'm a cool dude, right? So that's what they were trying to achieve. And also, it was that 90s style clothing here. What happened was socially within like 1980s and the 90s, the phrase left is right and right is wrong was used to indicate whether a man was, you know, heterosexual or homosexual based on which ear he pierced. Yes. And I was a little girl, but I remember those comments that people said, like, oh, just be careful which ear you pierce if you're a guy, because if you pierce it in the left ear, it will mean something different, like you are a homosexual, for example. So, as I said, the idea that men who pierced their left ears were, I'm sorry, it will be the other way around. So the idea was that men who pierced their left ears were heterosexual and the men who pierced the right ear were homosexual. So I got it wrong. So it was the left ear that is hetero and then the right ear was a homosexual. So these associations are based on its stereotypes, of course. I mean, you can pierce whichever ear you want, and may not hold true for everyone, but you know, society is mean. So that was unfortunately the stereotype. So back in the late 90s, the idea of the gay ear, and I don't know if you guys remember that stereotype, like the gay ear slowly disappeared, and a single ear piercing became a symbol of rebellion and punk rock. So there was, I don't know if you guys remember, but the piercing of the ears just like switched, and then the people that, or the guys that pierce their earrings is just like those rockers, like rebellions and stuff like that. So yes, the issue here was everybody was naming this guy the gay Ken. So it was a lot of backlash and controversy surrounding this perceived association with the LGBTQ plus community as a doll appearance, including single earrings and a flamboyant outfit, and was seen by many as a representation of gay men. So back in the day, the LGBTQ was, I don't know, not perceived as it is nowadays. So yes, that's why it was a lot of controversy. I mean, I don't see this as a flamboyant outfit for a Ken. I just see it as a 90s type 90s type clothing, you know, like a New Kids on the Rock type clothing. I don't know. And then the pierced earring, I mean, it's just also like the oh my gosh, the fashion of the era. But there's some people that they just stereotype and they don't understand things. So yes, so this Ken was only on the market for 6 months. So imagine the social controversy that this can cause in society back in 1993. Okay. And I was able to find him. It was not easy to find this guy here, especially for a good price. But yes, that's what happened to this fellow right here. And just from a box perspective, the earring magic Barbie, it was a whole series of Barbie. So there's Ken there, and there's the three girls, Teresa, Miji, and Barbie. Yeah. And the surprise was that each Barbie and Ken had earrings and accessories and all that. And also for us, for the girls, they had matching earrings. Of course, they're plastic, but you can wear them. And actually has the piercings and everything, but they're acrylic, so there's not like I should say a high quality earrings. So yes, this is earring magic Ken. This is one of the vintage Barbies that I was telling you about. I have two that back in the day also there were social concerns regarding some Barbies. This one right here is from 1978. And I got her from an auction, and the box is not in good condition. Actually, to be able to find her in prestige conditions, I had to invest a lot of money, but I was not gonna do that. So this was the best that I could find. So this lady here is called Kissing Barbie, okay? And it's pretty much literally a Barbie that could, give kisses. So her lips pucker, and I'll take her out so you can hear the sounds of it. And then she comes with a lipstick that you can put on her lips, and you do the kissing sound, and it has a bouquet of flowers. Let me get all that for you here. So bouquet of flowers, and then the shoes and whatever. And then this is the lipstick. Of course, it's very old lipstick right there. Like, I'm not gonna even try to touch it. Actually, when I got her, I have to, get her pretty for you guys. But yeah, the lipstick was not in the best condition. So this is her. Of course, her hair was in different. As I said, I try to make some stuff with this, but I try my best with the dress and stuff. So yes, all right. So the kissing situation. Let me see if I can share this. See, has to move, and I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah. So that's her. And let's see, it has their own lipstick, and then the dress, it has tiny lips, that like lips kissing, what is it, prints. So let me see. So yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but they're there. All right, what happened in 1978 that people don't like this type of Barbie? Well, some parents thought that she was promiscuous and that she was teaching children how to kiss. So because she has this button on her back, that made her lurch towards in a violent kissing motion. So look. So yeah, that was back in the day. So things that can be controversial back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, or even earlier than that. So this Barbie wasn't out of the, like, it was still on the market. Like they didn't pull her out of the market. So it was pretty interesting, I guess. I mean, I guess it wasn't like a big issue. Just the kissing situation. Maybe there was like very conservative families that didn't like the Barbie, but I guess Mattel didn't like. They said, well, this is not like a huge issue, and they decided not to pull her out. All right, we're gonna come back to 1997, and at the time, or they still do it, but they were busy, making deals with different brands. In this case, we're gonna talk about Nabisco. So they did some deals and negotiations with them to create like a fun-loving Barbie who love to eat Oreo cookies with their friends. All right, so I got the Barbie. This is from 1997. So this is the Oreo Barbie. Okay, as you can see, she's dressed in Oreo colors and blue and white, and even carry an Oreo purse, which is right here. That's presumably filled with cookies. So this is Barbie herself. As you can see, whomever bought it initially was from this supermarket, and it was $12.99. So yeah, very, very simple, like nothing that you can tell about this Barbie. The issue was her friend, Belinda, I forgot her name. Yeah, so at the time where this collection was released, you can buy Barbie, but also you can buy her friend. And please let me know what's her name, because to me it's Belinda, but maybe not. Anyway, the issue here was because the name of the cookie is a derogatory term hurled at African American people who were accused of acting white. And yes, this is very, very controversial. Actually, to get this Barbie, this is a very high demanded collectible Barbie. It's not easy to find at a good price. So yeah, and once Mattel executives understood the oopsies, the big oopsies, they recalled her and got rid of the remaining stock. So yeah, that was in 1997. So she was released in 1997 and then was out of the market in 1997. I mean, Mattel companies, you need to think a little bit more when you're designing stuff, because it could be misleading. Okay, good idea, beautiful Barbies, but this one here was a big oops. All right. There's another Barbie that you may recognize from the Barbie movie. Her name is Miji and has a baby. So this Barbie was released in 2002, and she was sold as a pregnant Barbie with Nikki, who was the baby inside her, and has a magnetic removable womb. I did not open the box because it's in pretty good condition. As I said in the first video, I'm planning to sell some of these Barbies, so I just want to make sure that you will get what you see, and with the the good condition or decent condition, if you're a collector for Barbies and if you want specific ones. So I'm not gonna put all of them, I'm gonna keep some, but I made this video, or I got these Barbies to make these videos. So anyway, back to Miji. So I don't know if you remember the movie, but there's this story behind Miji and Alan in the Barbie stories. So Miji married Alan. And then another cause for this controversy was that Midgie did not initially have a wedding ring, which I don't see it here. Um, so, well, this one, let me see, because it says that there was a batch of Barbies, Midgie Barbies, that they don't have a wedding ring, and then then they fixed that. This one doesn't have it. This one doesn't have This one doesn't have a wedding ring. I don't know if you can tell there. No ring. Um Also, because she was married to Alan. Where's Alan? Like, she was by herself. So because of that, no wedding ring. Where's Alan? Like, she's by herself, pregnant. It was the complaint that the distal promoted teen pregnancy. So yes, um, that's what happened with her. Yeah, where is Alan? And it's a cutesy baby right there. And she was out of the market by 2002. So the release date was in 2002, and they got her out of the market in the same time frame, 2002. There are other Barbies that are pregnant that you can get, but you will see Ken or a male, the male side of that, so that it promotes, marriage, husband, wife having a baby. So it's the family concept, not this side of things that people complain that they promotes teen pregnancy. We got here Barbie and Tanner. Yay! So Barbie has a cute pet. His name is Tanner. This was released back in 2006. And Tanner is, soft and fussy, and then the mouth and the ears, they move, and the tail too. And then you can open Tanner's mouth and feed her dog biscuits, which the biscuits are right here. And you probably will figure out now, where am I going with this. Tanner has to go to the bathroom, and of course, while he eats, he poops out, and Barbie here has to clean that out. And there is a scooper. The scooper is right here, and the scooper has a magnetic like piece, so these are kind of metallic, so that Barbie easy, for she can pick it up easier, the small pieces. So it's not actually like a social concerns type complaint, but it's more of like a safety concern here, because the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission it voluntarily recalled the Barbies and the limited number of Barbies, because it has a small powerful magnet in the blue pooper scooper. This one is not blue, it's purple, but okay. And then the small magnet in the scooper, it could be swallowed by children. And of course, parents will not tell. First of all, if you're gonna buy toys for children, just look at the age of them. And there's something that it says choking hazard, or it should say choking hazard somewhere. So that's one. Second, yes. I mean, these are very, very small pieces, and for children, they can just swallow it by accident or intentionally. And I mean, I'm not worried about just the magnet. I'm worried about the whole thing, like the biscuits, which is poop later, and then the ball, and yeah, there's just so many issues with this With this type of Barbie, it's a great concept. Very cute concept. To teach children, if you have pets, you have to take care of the pet. You have to walk it around, and of course, it's gonna poop, so you have to clean the poop. So yes, it has a good message, but in terms of safety, it was not. It was not a good idea for it. So yes, it was taken out of the market in 2007. So yes, it was released in 06 and out in 07. And then it was specific models for these ones, the recall. So it was the J9472 and the J9560 models. And I was trying to see if I got that model, but I cannot find that number in the box. So yeah, probably, I don't know if I have the ones that were recalled, or one of the ones that got recalled, or just the normal ones. I cannot, I tried, I read this a gazillion times, and I cannot tell. If you can help me out, where can I find that information? That would be great. But yeah, those models, the J9472 and the J9560, were the ones that got recalled from the Barbie insider. So as I said before, Barbie is not the only one that causes commotion at times. Ken also causes commotion. So I show you the earring Ken in the beginning, but I have another Ken, and this was Sugar Daddy Ken right here. This is not the original one. This is the one from the Barbie movie, because the original one is very hard to get and very expensive to get. So this is the closest that I can get for you guys to see. Okay, so because it's a new box and a new model, is in prestige condition. Okay, so the first one was released in 2010, and at the time it was to celebrate Barbie's 50th anniversary, right? It's a great idea. So the doll was designed to be mature and sophisticated version of Ken, right? From the earring Ken to a sophisticated one. So it was not for sale except for to collectors. That's why I don't have the original one, because still is heck expensive to get. So the doll's name, Sugar Daddy Ken, right? Caused many complaints from consumers, because the Sugar Daddy, Sugar is the name of the dog. Yes. So it's not like you can interpret it like a sugar daddy, So conspiracy theorists have suggested that the Sugar Daddy Ken was involved with Barbie Video Girl, which I have in the first episode, Barbie episode, so check it out, who was being investigated by the FBI. Yeah. Controversies, Barbie controversies. Anyway, so yes, it was out of the market in 2012. So it was released in 2010 and out in 2012, and now we can get him back because of the Barbie movie. Of course, this is not the original, but it is Sugar Daddy Ken. And if you saw the movie, you will notice that there was a lot of Barbies that were recalled for X, Y, and Z. So you will see him in the movie, as well as Earring Ken and Miji. So yes, yeah, I'm not promoting the video or the movie or anything like that. I'm just telling you that these is a fact. They are in the movie. I got another vintage Barbie here. This is this girl right here. So her name is Grow Up Skipper. Yes, for those who remember her, please let me know in the comment section. So this girl was released in 1975. I don't have her in the box. It's hard to find the prestige, the whole box. And if you do, I mean, it's from 1975, so it's for collectors. So I was able to find her outside the box, but I do have the accessories. Okay, I don't have them for this video, but I do have the accessories. So yes, it comes with cute clothes that you can change and have boots and socks and everything in between. So here, in 1975, they created this Barbie. The Barbie rotate and it will like become an inch taller. Let me see if I can make it work here. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if you saw that. It grew. And also, I don't know if you noticed, her breasts like will show up, right? So the intention of Skipper is creating a character that portrayed a girl's journey through puberty by giving the doll the ability to grow breasts. By right now it's small, but then if you keep rotating the arms, there you go. That's her. Grow Up Skipper. Um, so it raised questions at the time about the appropriateness of dolls that changes in appearance as they grow up. It's in the 1970s, so there was a lot of like conservative beliefs and a bunch of taboos. Not that it's bad, but it's just history. So yes, interestingly, they got her out of the market in 1985. For whatever reason, it took 10 years to notice that this was an issue. And they pulled her out of the market 10 years after. Can you believe that? So, anyway, as I said back in the 1970s, still controversies. And if I don't know if you can notice, but this part here, I'm touching it, it's like rubber, like very, very fluffy here, compared to the other parts of her body. So yeah, last but not least, I have this Barbie that I wasn't sure why was controversial, because if you see her, it's like, okay, it's a branded Barbie doll, but it's the 2014 Girl Scout Barbie. As I said, this is just facts that I'm presenting. I'm not against Girl Scouts or Mattel about whatever's happened here with each of the Barbies. So what I'm gonna tell you about her is what I found online, which was very interesting. So the story about her is Mattel wants to bring your partnership full circle and tell the girls that they can be anything, right? As they always have shown with the different Barbies. And then Mattel worked with the Girl Scouts to create a new be anything, do everything patch Barbie. So let me see. It doesn't say, just says like Girl Scouts Barbie. So in order to get the patch, Daisy and Brownie Scouts must complete a booklet that focuses on different career paths. Before they qualified for the patch, Scouts must match character traits with the careers that they best suited for and come up with an idea for a Girl Scouts badge and its possible real world applications. So these are the three different Girl Scouts Barbies. And then Girl Scouts do not need to purchase a Barbie in order to get the badge, or the patch, I should say. They can download the booklet online and then either download the patch upon completion or fill out an online form to have one sent to them. So it was like you have to do work to for this type of Barbie. Um I don't know what happened, but I guess Girl Scouts decided that this is not a good influence for the Girl Scouts. They said that it sexualizes young girls, idealizes an impossible body type, and undermines the Girl Scouts' vital mission, that is to build girls of courage, confidence, and character. Yeah, there was a big controversy between Mattel and Girl Scouts. So yeah, I was very surprised about this one, just because I mean when you see her, it's like okay, it's just Girl Scout branded type collaboration with Mattel, and has the cookies and has the baggie and all that stuff. So I didn't see any issues with it, but I guess internally within the Girl Scouts organization, it had a lot of controversy. So um, it was released in 2014, the Barbie, and it was out of the market in 2017. So it took 3 years of all that uh, controversy, discussions, or whatever, um, to take her out of the market. I mean, to me, it's just a typical normal Barbie. I found her very, very easily. So yeah, I wasn't like I was impressed by the background of it. So I just wanted to show you that socially wise, like it could any Barbie could have some story behind it. But anyway, this is the Girl Scout Barbie. Okay, so those are the Barbies that has caused social concerns and controversies over the past decades. I hope you like this episode. It was a little bit different from the first one, the video, the technology side Barbies. This was like serious social concerns type Barbies. So yes, this was a very complicated video to record, at least for me, trying to explain the situation and be respectful and diplomatic as possible. As I said, what I showed is a combination of my research online. I'm not against Mattel. I'm not criticizing Mattel. I'm not criticizing Barbie. I mean, I love Barbies. I collect them. And also, I'm not criticizing the entities that were mentioned here, like Girl Scouts and Nabisco with the Oreo cookies. I love Oreo cookies, especially vanilla, the golden ones. So yes, this is just for entertainment purposes, for you guys to know that yes, there are Barbies in the market that can cause controversies, not only from a technology standpoint, but also social things. Yeah, at times when we create things, we are so excited about, oh, let's do this out, but we forgot to think about potential implications, either in the name or the type or whatever of the product that we, will want to get out to the market. So that's why there's teams and meetings and all that, and even that there's mistakes that happen. That's just part of business. That's just part of life. So yes, as I said before, I just made this video for you. It took me a year in the making, and I have so many Barbies here that I'm gonna put for sale. The links are gonna be they are on the information area of this video. I'm not gonna put all of them. I may keep like maybe one or two of them. So if you have any questions on these Barbies, let me know. If you like this type of videos, also let me know. Subscribe, share, press the bell for notifications so you can see when I'm posting new videos. Help the algorithm. Just put a comment emoji, which Barbie you remember. If I miss controversial Barbies, just let me know. Maybe if there's plenty of them, I can have a part 3 for a different category or the same categories, whatever. um, so yes, I hope you like this, and I'm looking forward to other type of videos that I'm planning to do. So all right, I hope you have a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, and a great night. And I'll see you in the next episode from Lucinette Alvarado Designs Vlogs. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.